G'day everyone, how you going? It's Dennis here again, just about to do a recap video of VidCon 2018. But before I get started, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and ding that bell as well so you can see when I upload new videos. So this year I went to Melbourne to see VidCon 2018. I was pretty pumped to go because it meant that I got to spend the weekend with my mate Daz and also get to see more about this YouTube thing that I'm trying to figure out and see how I can make my channel grow bigger over the next year. So let's get started. First of all, talk about the opening show. On Friday, by the time the show got on, I was running on empty. I flew in, I did a red-eye flight the night before, so basically hadn't slept, only a couple of hours on the plane, and then me and Daz hung around Melbourne all day. We had a pretty full day. They had a PAX event on at Federation Square, so by the time I actually got to the opening show, I was running on empty. Let's say I was a bit irritated and people sitting behind me were just yelling out stupid shit to the stage, so I probably didn't enjoy it as much as I could have if I was feeling better. But in saying that, Alex Wasabi and Adelaine Murren did a really good job emceeing the actual event, and El Fresh Lion did a good performance. I thought that was really good. Now, one of the best things I thought was seeing the I'm a Creator entries up on the big screen, and there was a couple of people from Perth who I got to see. The actual winner was from Perth as well, and I thought that was pretty cool, so I was really happy to see them. But I didn't actually make it through the whole show because I was just knackered basically. Had somebody come and pick me up and take me to where I was staying for the weekend. So I missed the bit just before Liza Koshy, but I got to saw Draw of Jess and a few other people. It was actually quite a good show, and I think the people who were there to see the YouTubers would have really got a lot out of it, but maybe not so much me. Okay, so Saturday was the first day. That was the meat of the beginning of the show. I really enjoyed the first talk, and it was by vidIQ. It was the guy Rob Sandy. He actually gave the talk. It was really good. I think if that was the only talk, I would have been happy paying the money for the creator ticket that I did just to get the information from that one, and I've really taken a lot out of that video, and I found that by making some of the changes that he suggested to my existing videos on there, I've actually started getting more views, so that's really good. So I'm really looking forward to see what's going to happen in the next 12 months to my channel, to see if I can manage to grow it and get some more views. So that's hands down the best talk of the show. After that, I listened to Daniel Stevenson, who's a content partner manager for YouTube in the Australia-New Zealand region. He was really good. He had talked about some of the controversies that's happened on the channel, on the platform I should say, lately. And he just talked about what YouTube's doing to try and help the platform make it sustainable for everybody. The one thing I took away about is if you haven't got 100,000 subscribers, YouTube aren't really interested in helping you. So you're on your own to 100,000, and after that then they really start to help. Alright, so following Dan was John Yoshai, who's the product marketing manager for YouTube. He had a really great story to talk about himself and his journey, and that was actually pretty inspiring. And then he went on to talk about how unfortunately creators aren't seen as a traditional career path yet, and how it's unfortunate some parents are discouraging their kids from actually wanting to take a creative path. But I mean, maybe if they went to film school or something first, then they would be looked at okay. And he had some really sad examples of where people have been discouraged. But then he also used a good analogy with doctors, how they initially weren't thought of as a traditional pathway or job career, but now it's one of the most highly regarded ones, and he thinks that with a bit more time, a creator's going to have the same sort of impact. Now, he also talked about some of the things that are coming up in the platform, talking about superfans and some of the other things like membership to your channel. But once again, you need to have a minimum of 10k subscribers for some of these things, and I think a little 100k for some of the other ones. So I'm a little bit far away from that, but maybe one day, who knows. So that was pretty good. I think that was the first half of the morning. We went and had some lunch at this point and had a few beers, so what happened afterwards might be reflected by that, because I might have had a shorter attention span or just maybe not as interested. But the next talk that we went and listened to was one on about Adobe Premiere. Now when I was going in there, I was expecting to be shown how to use Adobe Premiere, but maybe it missed the mark for me and it assumed that you already had some knowledge about Adobe. About Premiere, sorry. I'm really good at Photoshop and I understand how to use a lot of Adobe products, but with Premiere I'm still a little bit lost. Besides chucking in a video and cutting it, I can't do a great deal much more besides that, and he lost me straight away from the get-go. I'm sure other people found the talk great, but for me I lasted 20 minutes and Daz and I then just left, and yeah. Basically after that we went down to the expo hall and had a look. And at that point, I think Daz was getting a little bit bored because he was telling me how much better PAX is going to be than the VidCon event that were actually there. And some of it I can kind of agree, because when we went to the expo hall, it was pretty much empty. And for an international conference, I guess we could call it, I would have expecting a little bit more. There might have been like 7 or 8 vendors or stands or something in the expo hall, whatever you want to call it. But it just seemed really flat and there wasn't all that much in there. The main stage in the expo hall didn't really have much going on, so I don't know. I could never suggest someone to go to VidCon if all you wanted to do was walk around and see expo hall stuff. So I'm going to PAX in October. I'll be able to give you guys a comparison then, see if Daz was saying all the right things. If not, I'll just be able to give him heaps of crap about it. But yeah, so after the expo hall, I actually had another meeting with a different person who I met through the Brella app. Now the Brella app I thought was amazing. It was such a great idea. I'm going to try and steal it for some events that I've got some influence over, I guess. With the Brella app, you can register yourself and have a look at other people who have registered beforehand, and then actually see if there's anybody that you want to try and organise a meeting with at the event that you're going to. Now, I thought this was really good. I had some people contact me. I had a look through. I didn't actually contact anyone, but it helped because I was able to recognise people when I was walking around the event, and it was just a way that you could start thinking and talking and being excited about the conference or the expo or the show, whatever you want to call it, before it actually started. I actually got to meet a creator from Perth. He worked on a channel with his wife, and even if nothing comes of it, it was really good getting to meet this guy and just having a chat with him. So after we had that meeting, we went into another session about Facebook and Instagram. So the Facebook and Instagram was about the video bits on it. So of Instagram they were talking about IGTV, which is their new platform, which looks pretty cool. It's portrait video, so it's a little bit different. And then also Facebook Watch, which had only been launched 2 days before, I think, VidCon. Now IGTV isn't actually going to be monetized, but they were talking about monetizing Facebook Watch, and it was good to see that there is finally going to be some competition to YouTube to making money online in a video platform like that. Now, whether you can make Facebook, I think whether you make money on it or not, it's up to you and how much effort you put in. But Facebook, you get a lot more views, and people spend more time on Facebook than YouTube, I think. So you could probably get a pretty good mix by attracting followers to yourself on Facebook and then maybe driving them to YouTube. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that goes. After this session, we had a bit of a break, so Daz and I went back to find another bar. We had another few beers, and that led us up until the evening networking session. So the evening networking session was really good. We got to meet some really cool people. I found someone, I saw someone from the Brella app, and I was like, hey, I know you, and then be able to start a conversation. It was good to be able to meet up with a whole bunch of people who were there for the same reason as me. They were there to find out how to do better on YouTube, meet some other creators. It was really cool. I got to meet all the people from Perth who I could have met in Perth if I went to their local meetups, but never have had a chance to, and I finally got to see them at this event, so it was really good to meet up with them. So I'm going to finish this video here. That's the first half, the end of Saturday. I'll do another video to talk about the Sunday of VidCon, but you know, I'll see you in the next video. But make sure if you haven't subscribed yet that you subscribe, and then I'll put a link down below to my actual VidCon vlog that I did while I was there. So I hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.